Defeat all enemies. Oh, wait, 1 second. Hey, what is going on, gaming veterans here? Welcome back to more Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Who in last...
We came all the way here, and the town's filled with bad guys.
Where in the last episode, we completed a couple town missions, we made our way through by Acropolis, and we defeated the Egg Genesis in a very tedious boss battle. Now, we're playing as my favorite character in the world, Amy Rose. With her... Oh, I don't even think I mentioned. The other thing I hate about Amy is, you want to know how she attacks enemies? She smacks them with a hammer! She thinks she's Sledge from Rainbow Six Siege, but the fact of the matter is that she is not Sledge. She's not even she's not even a quarter. No, she's not even a tenth as good as Sledge. Her hammer, again, stops her momentum entirely, so rather than being... Well, honestly, they could have made the hammer better by just allowing me to be able to do that while running, so that I didn't lose any of my momentum. But as is, you lose all of it while you swing, which means that you, again, completely stop the flow of gameplay. And if you happen to miss, like let's say you misjudge how close you are to the enemy, and you miss the first hammer swing, guess what? You gotta do it all over again. Even further slowing down the gameplay. So, fortunately, I'm pretty sure that's the last time we're ever gonna have to play as Amy. So, 3 cheers for that.
Finally, I've been waiting so patiently for you to return, Princess.
Mephiles. Tell me, who is the Iblis Trigger? Why does he want to destroy the world?
Why does that matter to you? Unless you complete your task, your future will remain the same. Forever. He's currently at the terminal station. It's now or never if you want this.
You know, at least Princess Peach gets kidnapped once every couple months, or I don't know, whatever frequency Bowser decides to kidnap. Princess Elise in this game gets kidnapped like 6 different times in a single day. It's just a tad ridiculous. Anyway, first thing we want to do before we head off to the next stage is buy something new from the shop. Welcome. We're going to buy the Heart of Wind. Do you want to buy this? Yes. Press the A button twice, click to perform teleport dashes. It allows you to do instantaneous teleport dashes. It's not as useful. So basically what you do is you press A and then press it again. Do a quick dash forward, which does make getting around the hub worlds a little less tedious. I mean, Silver moves slow, but he doesn't move, you know, that slow. He's fast. I'm pretty sure he's faster than Tails. He's either slightly faster than Tails or ever so slightly. Oh, never mind. He's either slightly faster than Tails or the same speed as Tails. Either way, he feels fast. He feels faster, so that's all that matters. By faster than Tails, I mean ground speed, not flying speed, obviously. But this does make traveling the overworlds, you know, slightly better. Anyway, this town mission. Oh boy, it's called Get Into the Station. Would you like to know how you accomplish this incredibly difficult task? You walk forward, you turn left, and then you go to the portal. I don't know how anybody in their right mind could possibly think that was difficult, or even in the slightest bit challenging. It's like, you have to try to fail that. I don't get it. Well, anyway, now that you have gotten past the guards, you can't, can you leave? No, you can't leave. So, jump through the portal for Radical Train.
I'm not going to let the Iblis trigger get away.
I mean, you are, but, you know, optimism is key. Anyway, this is Radical Train as Silver. It's slightly different than it was as Sonic and Shadow. Different in the sense that you don't... Oh, did I do it bad? Here, hold on. Let's take the box off so that the scales can balance out a little, because that's actually something that isn't present in Sonic and Shadow's versions, is that the scales actually have, you know, weights to them, so boxes can weigh the scale in one direction or the other, which is cool. I like that aspect of it, because it...
Conveyor belt changes direction. I better be careful.
Since Silver isn't very fast on his own, he needs...
If I put weights on this scale, I'll be able to move forward.
He needs some other method of gameplay in order to make Radical Train seem a little more interesting, because the main highlight of Radical Train comes either from the for Sonic's story, it's the Mox Beat section, and then the highlight of Shadows is supposed to be the motorcycle section, but you all know how I feel about motorcycles and vehicles in general in his story, so... But then again, that's why I said it's supposed to be the highlight. It's definitely not my highlight for me, because I don't like the vehicles in this game. But it's what's supposed to be the highlight, whereas Silver doesn't really have that by nature, so they have to create something else to do for him. Also, was it worth it just to get for that one-up? Why, yes. Yes, it was. Thank you for asking. It wasn't really, but, you know. I like to lie to myself like that. Anyway. Alright, so you don't actually need to do it here, because you can just hover over here. And we'll use some boxes to take out as many people as we can. Catch the bullets of those who we can't. And, oh, I forgot to something else that's pretty clear. This is the only version of Radical Train in which there is not actually a train.
I guess I've got to break down the door.
Yeah, I tried to throw a box. Here, let's... Alright, let's throw them all at once. There we go. No, we didn't. Okay, fine. Have it your way. We'll grab more boxes. Grab more boxes until this works. There we go. That took way too long. Okay. More enemies coming up in this section because we have to defeat them.
I can paralyze them. I can trap them all with my psychokinesis and throw them.
Just like that. Get them all in the... Oh, boy. Get in the middle of them, use your Psycho Shock ability, and then just destroy all of them and mop up anything that remains with the bullets that get flown at you. Fairly simple. Alright, moving forward, this would be another gotta go fast section for Sonic's story, but for Silver's story, it's a little bit slower, more methodical, but I got some extra points out of it. I'm gonna take you out just so I can get up there. Thank you very much. I'll grab these rings as well. Chuck them over there. The boost panel, the boost has opened. Let's stick to the left side. I said stick to the left side. Thank you very much. And they're going, okay, now they're going this way. Get the rings. Got the rings.
Lasers with my psychokinesis. It looks like I can only avoid them.
As if anyone ever thought you could grab lasers with psychokinesis. I'm sure someone probably did, but I don't know why. It's not... you can't grab lasers. I don't know. It's honestly a line of dialogue that I never even paid attention to up until now. And now that I'm actually listening to it, it's... Oof. Oh look, there are exit trains. But they're not radical trains. They're just kind of trains. The radical trains are the ones we actually have to stop. By the way, in case you can figure it out, they're not actually called radical trains. I'm just calling them that because it's called radical train and I'm trying to make... Never mind. Anyway, you can get on top of the trains if you want, or you can run down the middle here to get some rings. Or silver medal if you so choose. But we're aiming for that boost panel right over there, so I'm going to stick to the left-hand side and boost past you. And keep moving right along.
I can attack enemies I can't see. I'll have to wait till they show themselves.
Like that. And we got a silver medal for that, but we're not going to grab the silver medal. Because, you know, I'm not going for them. I could be grabbing them because the reason why I was avoiding them in Sonic's story is because I was planning on making the silver medal video. That's not happening anymore, so there's no reason for me to avoid them. I guess other than to not have an uneven number of things. I don't know. Never mind. I'm making less and less sense as I go on. Also, this door is really apparently impenetrable. There we go. Okay. Upward and onward, and that is it for Radical Train. Pretty short mission for Silver because he does not get to go into that second section as I mentioned previously. Now, was that an S rank? No, it wasn't.
Looks like I'm on a roll.
But it was an A rank, so I'll take it.
knew it! Oh, I knew you'd return. You had to.
You again. This time, there will be no more interruptions. The Iblis trigger must die.
Sonic.
Elise! Ah! It's time to end this. Mephiles! Why are you getting in my way?
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. I won't hold back. Here I come!
Alright, now it's time for the Shadow versus Silver fight, but this time from Silver's perspective. And unlike Sonic, this time it can be a little bit more of an issue, but not really, because Shadow gets knocked down pretty easily. Whenever you hear him grunting like that, he's charging up his Chaos attack, which is the button, if you don't remember, where you hold down the X button and you zap someone. Whenever he does that, he's not moving, so it's pretty easy to hit him with barrels and boxes and such. And even if he's not, the boxes home in on him pretty easily and he jumps pretty slowly. He's not very maneuverable, unlike Sonic, so it's not that big of a challenge to hold him down. Unfortunately, you can't do the thing that makes the boss fight annoying for the other characters, which is, of course, hold them infinitely and then send them flying into space. But you don't really need to. Like I said, Shadows puts a little bit more of a fight than Sonic does, but, you know, it's relatively speaking, that's not that much of a difference, because I think we might take him out here. No, we couldn't take him out there. We'll probably take him out in this next round. Just with this set of barrels might not be enough, but the next set definitely will. Okay, yeah. Next set of barrels will take him out for sure. Probably not getting S rank because it took us longer than we thought, but I'll get some extra ranks just to increase our chances, and he's done. No trouble whatsoever. Now, did we get the S rank? Yes, we did. Okay, cool. Perfect! I love Silver's little voice lines. Which is interesting, because I think Silver's story actually has, for me at least, I think it has the worst voice acting of the three. I don't know why. It just seems like Silver and Blaze are really phoning it in. Mephiles is fine. The characters they interact with are fine, but Silver, Blaze, and even Amy to an extent really just sound like they're... It sounds scripted. Because you know what the difference between bad voice acting and good voice acting is... It either sounds like they're having a natural conversation or it sounds like they're reading lines off of paper. There's a very distinct difference. And for this story, for these characters, it sounds like the latter. It's not as noticeable in the other stories for the characters, but this time it really shines through. I don't know why, but maybe just the person that grab. I don't know. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Because as with Shadow Story, this sends us straight into another level. So we are going to pause here, and then tomorrow we are going to come back and do that level. So I would like to thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, and also this minute game. Master 13 signing off, saying hope you have a fantastic Oracle day, and I will catch you next time for some more Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Goodbye. Excuse me.